Aloha Gemini, welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. O Bria Ko'uinoa. Today we'll be doing your monthly April tarot forecast. Until April 15th, I may extend it. I will be offering discounted readings. You can find out information about that on my Instagram. I have an email and I also have a TikTok now. All of those links are down below. Also down below, if you'd like to support my work, you can do so by sending me a tip or donation via the links down below. I don't remember if I said this already, but you can check out really any placement within your birth chart for these zodiac videos. Okay, Gemini. As a whole, the month of April is going to be one of consistently moving away from negative thought processes and perspectives or belief systems that you hold that are no longer serving you. They may be limiting to you, or you just don't need them anymore. It's unnecessary. And I would say especially belief systems or perspectives that you picked up on as a child or your earlier experiences. For example, your first love relationship, your first best friend, or whatever it is. Those earlier years experiences, whatever you accumulate from that on the mental intellectual level, you're going to be releasing some of that in the month of April. And I see you guys consistently moving away from that energy. This is also going to be a month of great sensual energy. This is a time for you guys to dive into your sensuality and also bring forth healing towards your sexual energy as well. I would definitely say releasing outdated perspectives or belief systems in regards to your sexuality is definitely coming out within these cards. Okay, so the first card that you are receiving is the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man represents holding perspectives and belief systems that are no longer serving you. The Hanged Man also is going to represent a light bulb moment, a revelation of thought, an awakening of some sort. So if we see this card, this person is bound and tied to this pole. He is hanging upside down, but he doesn't look too harmed, right? He looks pretty content. Now, then he has the aura around his head. So what that imagery all represents is being in a situation, a version of yourself, being in perspectives that you know are not good for you, yet refusing to move out of it due to your own comfort zone. The aura around his head represents receiving spiritual guidance, having the intuitive capability to know what you need to do in order to move forward, yet neglecting to do so because you have become too comfortable in an energy in which you should be uncomfortable. So the Hanged Man is very much going to represent really what I started this video off with. And then following the Hanged Man is the Six of Swords. So this is leaving and moving on, moving away from this Hanged Man energy. But in order to do that, you will have to step outside of your comfort zone. You will have to be flexible and adaptable, which is interesting to say to a Gemini because Geminis usually are flexible and adaptable. So I want you guys to take a look at as to why you are being hesitant within that area, flexibility, adaptability, moving on, when usually Geminis excel in that area. That means that this is something that is very, I would say, triggering to you. It hits a soft spot on some sort of level, and you really need to take a look at that. That is what needs to be healed. Okay, so the Six of Swords, leaving and moving on, it represents smoother sailing from here on out, and literally or metaphorically heading towards a new destination where you'll be a lot more loved, respected, satisfied, healed, and whole. You're moving into circumstances that will be a lot better for you, where you'll be a lot more uplifted, where people will see you for who you truly are. People will see your authentic, genuine self, which is what you guys should very much be projecting always, right? But I would say month of April, you're going to be called to really step into that genuine, the most genuine version of yourself that you think is it. You know, if you think that you're a kind person, then you better step into that energy. If you think that you are a protector of the innocent, you better step into that energy. In whichever way you think you are authentic, you're going to be asked to walk that talk this month. The Six of Swords is like the first essence to breaking free. You're stepping out of something that is no longer serving you and probably at some point was a detriment to you as well. Okay, so then you are receiving the Knight of Cups. See all this energy of movement forward? This is movement forward. You know, he's heading towards that destination right there. And the Knight of Cups, I mean, he's on the horse. The horse is walking, as we can see here. So you guys are definitely onward and upward, I would say, especially on the mental and emotional levels. The Knight of Cups it's a lovey-dovey card. Okay, it represents an offering of love or an offering in general that will be a lot more true to who you are, your authenticity, your soul's energy. So I would say that whether it's a relationship in the workplace, it's a physical move within the house, you are going somewhere new, know that that new place is going to be extremely beneficial to you, and it is absolutely meant for you, and it's meant for you on the soul level. It's going to fulfill you on the soul level. So then you are receiving the Two of Wands. Okay, so the combination of these two cards definitely brings up a sensual, sexual energy. It's like great physical compatibility. So whether you are in a relationship, know that there will be an upliftment within that area. If you are single, I would say to hone in on your self-love during this time and your self-intimacy during this time. Find new outlets to express yourself on those levels, or maybe you'll be meeting someone this month where you do find that Two of Wands great sexual energy within that card. Okay, the Knight of Cups is an upliftment within the emotional, spiritual area. Pay attention to that internal compass during this time. I would say that the month of April, definitely you're going to be making more so heart-based decisions rather than mind or rational-based decisions. Allow yourself to be irrational, because the irrational is the unknown. It's the spiritual realm. It's the third eye. It's the crown chakra. Okay, so that should be your leading foot during this time. Lead with your internal compass. Okay, the Two of Wands. So he obviously has the world in his hand. So that represents a great opportunity. It shows immense potential. If you're starting a new venture, which with these cards, I would say a lot of you are, or just receiving an upliftment within your ventures, your career, it's going to go very well. Okay, the Two of Wands tells you to make long-term and short-term plans. Collect your resources and ask yourself, who around you can benefit from your work and vice versa. With the Two of Wands, it's definitely the teamwork makes the dream work. So know that you already have people around you who you can reciprocate help and resources in regards to what it is you're trying to create. The Two of Wands is absolutely an energy of reciprocation, definitely an energy of being around people who you see each other as equals and you're able to benefit off of one another in whichever way that is. And I would say to you guys to really hone in on that. I would say especially mid to end of April, you're going to be stepping into more of a teamwork kind of dynamic. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave that there. Gemini, I would say come get a reading, go see a reader or something, because there is a lot of information here. But ultimately, these are great cards. All right, so I'm going to leave that at that for you, Gemini. I hope you all have a great month.